uh, learn how to read the words and practice the pronunciation of each vocabulary in this article. So let's start. Okay, Jun?
Okay.
One, two, three. Yeah, this is the Steve Jobs way.
The Steve Jobs way.
Yeah, leaders can learn a lot from the late Apple CEO, but not all of it should be emulated.
Leaders can learn a lot from the later Apple CEO, but not all of it should be emulated.
Yeah, all of,
What is mean?
all,
What is mean emulated?
not all of it should be emulated. Emulated means that not all of it should be analyzed, should be discussed, should be shown to the public. Do you understand me?
So, can you repeat to me?
Oh, emulated. Not, but not all of it. But not all of it should be emulated. Emulated. The service that were discussed. Not every information should be discussed in public, or not all of the information should be shown, should be discussed, should be mentioned, should be demonstrated in public. Durana, do you understand what emulated?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start from here. So I'm going to read first, and you need to copy, okay, and follow my voice because the faster I read, the faster you should read. Have to be. Do you understand me, Yuan?
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah. Okay. One, two, three. Steve Jobs' business fees were legendary long before he died in October 2011.
Steve Jobs' business features were legendary long before he died in October 2011.
Okay, Yuan, this is died, died.
Died.
Very good. Business fees, business fees.
Business fees.
Very good. One, two, three. Again, please. Steve Jobs' business fees were legendary long before he died in October 2011.
Steve Jobs' business features were legendary. I'm sorry, can you wait 5 minutes so I can bring it so it's easier to me to read this?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No worries.
Okay. I will leave it because I cannot check. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, fine. I'm finished.
Okay, let's start. Yeah, so this one, the first sentence right here. What? Okay, let's start. One, two, three again, please. Steve Jobs' business fees were legendary long before he died in October 2011.
Steve Jobs. I'm sorry. Steve Jobs' business features were legendary long before he died in October 2011. 2011.
And this is the next one. Please read this word for me first. Then consider,
Consider,
considered.
consider,
Yeah, okay. Nick player.
Nick player,
History.
history,
Valuable.
valuable,
Valuable.
valuable,
Market.
market,
Market.
market,
Yeah.
market,
Capitalization.
capi, capitalization,
Yeah,
capital.
yeah, capitalization.
So they have L R
Yeah.
capi,
Capitalization. Capitalization.
capitalization,
Market capitalization.
capitalization.
Okay, one, two, three, let's go. Apple Inc. considered a Nick player for much of its history, is the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization as of this writing.
Apple is considered a niche player for most of its history. Is the most valuable company in the world by the market capitalization as of this writing.
Capitalization, listen, capitalization.
Capitalization.
Apple Inc. considered a Nick player for much of its history is the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization as of this writing.
Apple is considered a niche player for most of its history, is the most valuable company in the world by the market capitalization.
Yeah, market capitalization.
Market market capitalization.
Yeah, okay. The next one, we are going to combine two sentences together. Miss Ying, please pay attention to a comma for a pause when you are reading. One, two, three. Steve Jobs' business feats were legendary long before he died in October 2011. Pause, full stop. Apple Inc. Pause, comma, considered a Nick player for much of its history. Pause, comma, is the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization as of this writing.
Steve Jobs' business feats were legendary long before he died. In October 2011, Apple is considered considered a major player for, for most of its history. Is the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization as of this writing.
Capitalization. Capitalization.
Capitalization.
Very good.
Capitalization.
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 Very
Capitalization.
have it. Most business leaders would be thrilled to achieve Jobs' level of market success, but should they aspire to lead like him? Miss Yuen, please. Thrilled.
Thrilled. Thrilled.
Thrilled.
Thrilled.
Achieve. Achieve.
Achieve. Achieve.
Achieve. This is stronger Achieve.
Achieve.
Yeah.
Achieve.
Very
Achieve.
good. Yeah. Market success.
Market success.
Market success.
Market success.
Market success.
Market success.
Aspire.
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 Aspire. Aspire.
Lead like him.
To lead like him.
Lead like him.
Lead like him.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, please. Most business leaders would be thrilled to achieve Jobs' level of market success, but should they aspire to lead like him?
Most business leaders would be thrilled to achieve Jobs' level of market success, but should they aspire to lead like him?
Okay, so Miss Yuen, level of market success. Level of market success.
Level of market success.
Not market. Market. Market.
Market. Level of market success. Success.
Very good. Before doing so, they should take into his management style. Miss Yuen, management.
Management. Management.
No, not management. Management. Management.
Management.
Management. Management.
Management.
Very good.
Management.
That's it. Management.
Management.
Management style.
Management style.
Management style.
Management style.
Before doing so, they should take into his management style.
Before doing so, they should dive into his management style. Style. Style.
Dick.
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 Before doing so, they should take into his management style.
Before doing so, they should dig into his management style.
Yeah.
Style.
Style. Style.
Style. Style. Style.
Management style.
Management style.
Management style.
Management style.
Yeah, 1, 2. Before doing so, they should take into his management style.
Before doing so, they should dig into his management style.
Jobs, the leader, was at once dynamic and controversial. Miss Yuen,
Dynamic.
controversial.
Controversial.
Very good. Jobs, the leader, was at once dynamic and controversial. Miss Yuen?
Jobs, the leader, were at once dynamic and controversial.
Jobs, the leader, was at once dynamic and controversial.
Jobs, the leader, were at once dynamic and controversial.
Yeah, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator. Miss Yuen, relied heavily. Genius.
Genius.
This Nhas,
Nurse,
Nhas,
nurse,
Genius.
genius, genius, genius,
Okay, and the S at the end of the word, genius,
genius,
genius.
genius,
Yeah,
genius,
innovator,
innovator,
innovate,
innovator,
innovator.
innovator,
No,
innovator,
not the, her, her,
so,
not ah,
innovator,
innovator, innovator.
so,
Yeah,
so, innovator.
very good. 1, 2, 3. Faster and stronger, please. His success relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
His success relied heavily on the genius of job innovator,
On the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
on the genius of jobs,
Genius, Miss Smith, genius.
genius, genius, genius,
Yeah, genius.
genius. Có tiếng
Genius.
Anh đi. Genius. Đấy.
This is
It,
G. Not only 2 syllables.
genius,
Genius.
genius,
The S at the end and the S at the end of the word too. Genius. Genius.
genius, genius.
Thank you. His success relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
His success relied heavily on the genius of just innovator.
The
Innovator.
The innovator.
The innovator.
Yeah. Before doing so, they should dig into his management style. Jobs, the leader, was at once dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
Before doing so, they should dig into his management style. Job the leader were at one of dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Job the innovator.
Yeah,
Innovator.
management, management.
Management. Management. Management.
Yeah, was,
Was.
yeah, at once,
At once. At once.
yeah, once,
Once.
at once,
At once.
dynamic,
Dynamic. Dynamic.
controversial,
Controversial. Controversial.
controversial,
Controversial.
dynamic and controversial.
Dynamic and controversial.
Dynamic and controversial.
Dynamic and controversial.
Yeah. Before doing so, they should dig into his management style. Jobs, the leader, was at once dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
Before doing so, they should dig into his management style. Just the lead was at once dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Job the innovator.
Oh, Miss Genius.
Genius, genius, genius,
Genius.
genius,
Innovator.
innovator. So the
Yeah, innovator.
reservate, innovator,
Yes, very good. Innovator.
innovator,
Yeah,
innovator,
yes. Okay. Prominent. Prominent.
prominent, prominent,
Legacies. Legacy.
leg, legacy,
Very good.
legacy.
Yeah. Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time.
Many other prominent, many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time.
Yeah, many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time.
Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time.
Yeah, many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time.
Many other, many other prominent,
Prominent.
many more prominent. So it breaks the first one. Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time.
Very good. Okay. However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today. Mr. Yuen, evaluate,
Evaluate,
evaluate
evaluate,
leadership,
leadership,
tremendous,
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 tremendous, tremendous,
clarity,
tremendous, clear, clarity,
trem-
clarity,
tremendous clarity,
tremendous clarity,
tremendous clarity.
tremendous clarity.
However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
However, we can evaluate job leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
This is not evaluate. This is E. E in English. E, evaluate.
Evaluate,
Evaluate.
evaluate.
Yeah. However, we can evaluate. Evaluate.
However, we can evaluate job
Yeah.
leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
Yeah.
Clarity.
This is us. Tremendous.
Us, us,
Us.
tremendous, tremendous,
Tremendous.
clar,
Tremendous.
tremendous clarity already today.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
However, we can evaluate. I'm sorry. However, we can evaluate this job leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
Already. Already. Already.
Already, already, already,
Hey. Already.
already today.
Yeah.
Already today.
Evaluate.
evaluate,
Yeah,
evaluate,
yes. Tremendous clarity.
tremendous clarity,
Already,
tremendous, tremendous clarity already,
already today.
already today,
Yeah.
already today.
Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time. However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
Many other, many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time. However, we can evaluate this job's leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
This is not evaluated, noted, no ed at the end of the word. This is the present verb. This is not a past verb. Okay.
Evaluate.
E, E,
E, E, E, E.
E English. Vietnamese, E English. So this is evaluate.
At the soft E,
Yeah, evaluate.
E, eva, evaluate,
Yeah, evaluate.
evaluate, and evaluate,
Evaluate.
evaluate,
Yeah, evaluate.
evaluate, evaluate,
Yeah,
evaluate,
the prominent.
prominent, prominent, prominent,
Prominent.
prominent,
Legacies.
legacies,
Legacies.
legacies,
Prominent.
prominent.
Okay. Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time. However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
Many other prominent leaders leave legacies become clearly only with time. However, we can evaluate job leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
This is not prominent. This is not mine. This is me.
Me,
Pro me, not pro my. Not pro my. This is
promi,
prominent.
prominent, prominent, prominent,
Yeah, prominent leaders.
prominent leaders, prominent,
Leaders.
prominent leader.
Yeah, okay. Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time. However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today.
Many other prominent, prominent, many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clearly only with time. However, we can ev- evaluate evaluate job leadership with tremendous,
Trem-
tremendous, tremendous,
yeah,
tremendous clarity already today.
yeah, very good.
Already.
This is thanks to Walter Isaacson's masterful eponymous biography of the entrepreneur. Miss Yuen, please. Walter Isaacson.
Water is action. Is action. Water. Water is action.
Walter Isaacson.
Water is action.
Masterful.
Masterful.
Eponymous.
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 Yeah.
Eponymous.
Biography.
Biography.
Right. This is A in English. Biography. Biography.
Biography.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
This,
Entrepreneur.
this is thanks to Walter Isaacson's masterful eponymous biography of the entrepreneur.
This is thanks to Walter Isaacson's masterful eponymous, eponymous, and
No, eponymous. Eponymous
eponymous, eponymous
biography.
biography of the entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
This is thanks to Walter Isaacson's masterful eponymous biography of the entrepreneur.
This is thanks to Walter Isaacson's masterful eponymous biographies of the entrepreneurs.
Simon and Schuster, 2011, Miss Yuen. Simon and Schuster.
Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster.
Schuster,
Schuster.
2011.
2011.
Yes.
2011.
600 page.
600 page. Page. Page.
100.
600 page.
Yeah. 100. 100.
100.
Not 100. No, not 100. Not 100. This is 100. 100.
100.
Yeah. Page. Page.
Page. Page.
Yeah.
Page.
600 page.
600 page.
Account.
Account.
Yeah.
Account.
A 600 page account.
A 600 page account.
That really feels flappy or boring.
That really feels flappy and boring.
Flappy or boring.
Flappy or boring.
Yeah, a 600 page account that really feels flappy or boring.
A 600 page account that really feels flappy or boring.
Yeah, Jobs pursued Isaacson, a former CEO of CNN and managing editor of Time for 5 years. Ms. Yun, please pursue.
Pursue. Pursue.
Pursue.
Pursue.
Yes, okay. Former. Former.
Former. Former.
Yeah.
Former.
A former CEO CNN.
A former CEO of CNN.
Yes, very good. Managing editor.
Managing
Editor. Editor.
managing editor.
Managing editor.
Managing editor.
Very good. Okay. Jobs pursued Jackson, a former CEO of CNN and managing editor of Time for 5 years. Miss Yuen.
Okay. Copy. Job for job pursuit is sections a former CEO of CNN and a managing editor of Time for 5 years.
Managing editor, managing editor, managing
Managing editor,
editor,
editor and auditor,
editor,
editor, yeah. Managing editor of Time
for 5 years.
for 5 years.
Very good. 1, 2, 3 together, please. This is thanks to Walter Isaacson's masterful eponymous biography of the entrepreneur Simon and Schuster 2011, a 600-page account that rarely feels flappy or boring. Jobs pursued Isaacson, a former CEO of CNN and managing editor of Time for 5 years.
This it has to water Isaac's masterful,
Master.
masterful.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will start so fast. I will read again.
Yeah, sure.
This it has to water Isaac's masterful eponymous biographies of the entrepreneurs Simon and Schuster 2011 and a 600-page account that rarely feels fabulous or boring. Just pursued Isaacson, a former CEO of CNN and managing editor of the Time for 5 years.
Yeah, very good. The first of many examples of job persistence in the book. Miss Yuan, please. Persistence.
Persistent, persistent in the book. Okay.
Persistence.
Persistence,
Persistence.
persistence.
Yeah, the first of many examples of jobs persistence in the book.
The first of many examples of jobs persistence in the book.
Yeah, and then gave him a free hand, a much rarer occurrence, promising, is your book. I won't even read it. Okay, gave him a free hand.
Gave him a free hand.
Much rarer occurrence.
Much rare occurrence.
Rarer.
Rarer. Rarer. Rarer. Rarer. Rarer. Okay.
Occurrence.
Occurrence. Occurrence.
Occurrence.
Occurrence.
Promising.
Promises.
Is your book. I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
Read it.
Read it.
Read it.
Read it.
Yeah. It's your book. I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
Yes, very good. Promising. Promising.
Promising. Promising.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And they gave him a free hand, a much rarer occurrence. Promising is your book. I won't even read it.
And then gave him a free hand, a more rare occurrence.
Occurrence. Occurrence.
Occurrence. Occurrence from promises is your book. I won't even read it.
I won't even read it.
I won't even read it. I
Yeah.
won't even eat it. it.
Yeah, I won't even read it.
I won't even read it.
Promising.
Promises.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
Very good. Wow. Let's go from the first one to from the beginning to of the paragraph to this end. Miss Yuan, please 1, 2, 3. When I read faster, you need to follow me. Okay, faster reading. Yeah, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Many other prominent leaders leave legacies that become clear only with time. However, we can evaluate Jobs' leadership with tremendous clarity already today. Miss Yuan, please.
Many other promise Many other prominent legacies that become clearly only with time. However, we can evaluate sharp leadership with tremendous clarity already today. This attests towards incessant masterful eponymous biographies of the entrepreneurs Simon and Schuster 2011 100 based account that already feel flappily or boring.
Yeah, okay. Miss Yuan, please. This word prominent.
Not today. Prominent, prominent,
Legacies.
legacy, legacy,
Yeah.
legacy,
Evaluate.
evaluate,
Yes. Leadership.
leadership,
Tremendous.
tremendous, tre, tremendous,
Tremendous.
tremendous,
Trem-
tremendous,
yes.
tremendous,
Tremendous clarity already today.
tremendous clarity already today. Already today.
Masterful.
Masterful.
Eponymous.
Eponymous. Eponymous.
Biography.
Biography. Graphy.
I.
I.
Yeah.
I.
Biography. Biography.
Biography.
Biography.
Biography.
Biography.
Biography.
Very good, Jun. And
Biography. Biography.
entrepreneur.
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 Yeah. 600-page account.
600 space account.
Very good. Flappy or boring.
Flappy or boring.
Pursuit is action.
Pursuit is action.
Managing editor.
Managing editor.
Managing editor. Editor.
Managing editor.
Managing editor.
Managing editor.
Very good. 5 years.
5 years.
The first of many examples of Jobs' persistence in the book.
The first of many examples of job persistence of book
In
in
the
the book. In the book. In the book.
this is all in the book.
In the book.
Yeah.
In the book.
Yeah. They gave him a free hand.
They gave him a free hand,
A much rarer occurrence.
a much rarer occurrence,
Promising.
promising.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
Oh, Miss Yuan, this is not book. This is u.
U, book, u, long, real long, u.
Okay, this is a long O. Is your book? I won't even read it.
It's your book. I won't even read it.
Very good. Is your book? I won't even read it.
It, it's your book. I won't even read it.
Yes, very good. One, two, three. Miss Yuan, prominent.
Prominent, prominent.
Legacies.
Le legacy, legacy,
No, legacies. Legacy.
leg legacies.
Event.
Evaluate
Leadership.
leadership.
Tremendous clarity.
Tremendous clarity.
Already today.
Already today.
Masterful.
Masterful.
Eponymous.
Eponymous.
Biography.
Biography.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
100-page account.
100 page account.
600-page account.
600 page account.
Fluffy or
Oh.
boring.
Fluffy or boring.
Pursue.
Pursue.
Yeah. Managing editor.
Medicine editor.
5 years.
5 years.
Examples.
Example.
Examples.
Example.
Persist.
Example.
Persist.
Persistent. Persistent. Persistent.
Persistence in the book.
Persistence in the book.
Rarer occurrence.
Rare occurrence.
Promising.
Promising.
Is your book.
Is your book.
Very good. Okay, last one. This one. Oh, from this to the innovator. Okay, Ms. Ying. Faster, stronger, and harder. Steve Jobs' business feats were legendary long before he died in October 2011. Apple Inc., considered a niche player for much of its history, is the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization as of this writing. Ms. Yuan, please.
Steve Jobs' business features were legendary long before he died in October 2011. Apple is considered a niche play for most of its history in the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization. Capitalization. I'm sorry. Capitalization.
Yeah.
As
It's
of this writing.
very good.
Capitalization.
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 Market capitalization.
Market capitalization.
Market capitalization as of this writing.
I'm sorry. Wait for me. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Market capitalization.
Yeah, market capitalization as of this writing.
Market capitalization as of this writing.
Very good. Okay. This word 1, 2, 3. Most business leaders would be
Most
the most business leaders would be thrilled to achieve Jobs' level of market success, but should they aspire to lead like him, Ms. Yun?
most business leaders will be thrilled to achieve top level of market success. Thrill, can you
Yeah,
hear me? Thrill is right.
yeah. Thrilled.
Thrilled, thrilled,
Yes, very good. Thrilled.
thrilled.
Yes, okay. Achieve jobs level of market
Achieve,
success.
achieve, achieve top level of market success.
Yeah. Aspire to lead like him.
Aspired, aspired to lead like him.
Before doing so, they should take into his management style. Jobs the leader was at once dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
Before doing so, they should dig into his management style. Top the leader were at once dyna- dynamic, dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of Charles the, the innovator.
Genius. Genius.
Ge- Genius, genius,
Yeah. Genius.
genius,
Genius.
genius,
Yeah.
genius.
Relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
Sorry. Relied heavily on the genius of Charles innovator.
The
Innovate, the innovator,
Very good. The innovator.
the innovator.
Yeah, very good. Okay. The last time, okay, from this one to this one, Miss Red, Steve Jobs' businesses were legendary long before he died in October 2011. Apple Inc., considered a niche player for much of its history, is the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization as of this writing. Miss Red?
Steve Jobs' businesses were legendary long before he died into the October 2011. Apple Inc. considers in the niche player for most of its history in the most valuable company in the world by market capitalization of this writing. Most business leaders. Yeah.
The ace of this writing. Ace of this writing.
Ace, ace, ace of this writing.
Very good.
Ace of this writing. Most business leaders would be thrilled to achieve job levels of market success, but should they aspire to lead like him. Before doing so, they should dig into his management style. Job lead were at once dynamic and controversial, and his success relied heavily on the genius of just the innovator.
Very good. Very perfect. Okay, so let's practice for the last time. Thrill.
Thrilled,
Ach-
thrilled,
Achieve.
achieve,
Marcus.
achieve, market, market, market,
Market success.
market success,
Aspire to lead like him.
aspire to lead like him.
Very good.
Right.
Dig into his management style.
List. I'm sorry. Can you
Into his management style.
dig into his management style?
Yeah. Dig into his management style.
is into his management style. Management style.
Yeah. Dig into his management style.
Dig into his management style.
Yeah. Dynamic and controversial.
Dyman, dy- dyman, dynamic, dy- dynamic and controversial.
Yeah. Dynamic and controversial.
Dynamic and controversial.
His success.
Success, success, success.
Relied heavily on the genius of Jobs, the innovator.
Relied heavily on the genius of the innovator.
Very good. Genius.
Genius, genius,
Genius.
genius,
Yeah, genius.
genius. So a long E, genius,
No, this is short E. Genius.
genius,
Genius.
genius,
Genius.
genius, genius,
Yeah. Genius.
genius, genius, genius of Jobs,
The innovator.
the innovator, the
Very
innovator,
innovator.
the innovator,
The innovator.
the innovator.
Very good, Miss Yuen. So see you tomorrow. And thank you so much for practicing the pronunciation of Steve Jobs, the article of IELTS 7.5 with me. Tomorrow we are going to study the vocabularies and the structures of this article. Do you understand
Okay.
what I just said, Miss Yuen?
Yeah, some of word I don't understand, but I will try to translate it first. And tomorrow, if I don't understand more, I will ask you. It's better. And
Okay.
you don't send to me the video last time. That's why I cannot practice my pronunciation.
Oh, the video last time. So
Yes.
let me double check on the system again. And if I got it, I will send it to you. And if something some problems occur, I will. Okay, ESD will inform you. Is it okay?
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
because my daughter is has fever, so when I wait when she sleeps and I try to learn more because I don't want to stop my studies. So it's okay if you send my video so I can practice again. It's really good.
Okay, so is all. Oh, I understand everything, and thank you so much. I will try to produce the video as quickly as possible because everything depends on the Zoom software. So we will try to get the video as quickly as possible for you within today. Is it okay, Miss
Yeah,
Yuen?
yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow, Miss Yuen.
Yeah. No. See you the Sunday.
Oh yeah, see you on Sunday too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will set free time in next week because next week it's a winter holiday, so I have free on the weekend.
Oh, I understand. So we can have lots of backup or extra classes next week. No worries, Miss
Yeah,
Yuen.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. See you. Bye bye.
See you. Have a good day.
Have a good day too. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Bye bye.